Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Heat is On podcast. It's been a while since I said that. It felt a little bit weird. Um, and we're just not gonna talk about the fact that we haven't made a video in like 10 million years. We're just gonna go straight into what is happening today in the Heat, the Miami Heat organization, and what is happening in today's life as a basketball fan in general. But first, allow me to introduce my friend and confidant, Jgnoise.
What's going on, guys? And only way I can really start this video is by saying that we got Giannis. Um, for those of you that may not know, Giannis Antetokounmpo is in a Heat jersey, and it's about damn time that we got a superstar. Wouldn't you agree, Juicy J?
I'd agree. I'd agree with you completely. I think this team is really for the first time in a while, since the first time since 2023, is really going to have a real shot at competing. And they're actually going to be feared in the East instead of looked at as a joke. And I think even the most diehard Heat fan, the most defending Heat fan, will admit we have been a joke of the league every year since 2023. It's been rough. It's been hard to defend. The management has not been good, but you can only hope that this move, acquiring a undisputed top three player in the NBA, a two-time MVP, a Finals MVP, an NBA champion in 2021, you can only hope that this acquisition of the superstar that is Giannis Antetokounmpo can take this team from the depths of not even making the playoffs this year and take us back into stardom, bro. I mean, it's a different team winning the championship every year. So I truly don't think that we're gonna have the Knicks making a dynasty. I mean, if there was any team that's gonna make a dynasty, it was OKC, and that didn't happen. The NBA has never been so open, especially with all the moves that are being made. I think a different team is going to continue to keep dominating every single year. So it's interesting. We got a lot to talk about in terms of just the Heat first so far and what is it means for the Heat to have Giannis. So I'll let Jgnoise talk for a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, the first thing you're acquiring is someone who averages damn near a double double. Excuse me. I mean, this past season was his first season just under the double digit rebounding in the last 7 years. So, I mean, I think that will work great alongside Bam Adebayo, who also just barely always gets that double double stats. And I think it's fantastic for the Heat. I mean, we always get out rebound. We're a team that started off in one of the best rebounding categories, and then we just slowly went down. I think Giannis is just the perfect person for us to have right next to Bam Adebayo. And the true concern for me is that Giannis last year played 36 games, excuse me. 36 games in which he was amazing. He was a demon. He averaged almost 28 points a game and almost 10 rebounds a game. But the thing is, can he get healthy? Because that is the issue with the Heat team. I think Miami's issues in the past has always been injuries. So this could potentially be a huge factor in deciding what type of momentum and what type of speed the Heat run with this season. But in terms of the team, I think that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the perfect acquisition. He's going right next to an amazing two-way player in Andrew Wiggins, and Mr. 83 Bam Adebayo. So and you have playmaker Davion Mitchell. You just have a lot of good pieces around him right now. And the most important piece of all, in my opinion, is Coach Eric Spoelstra. Spoelstra hasn't had a superstar like this in a while. He did his thing with Jimmy, and we saw how he did it with Wade and LeBron. So now he really gets to have a little bit of Spo magic on Giannis, and I'm very excited to see what's going on. Obviously, there's no telling how great this team is gonna work, but I just have a feeling that we're gonna make it a lot further than we have in the past few years.
I think the best thing about that and about Spo having a star finally is it honestly will probably take some of the coaching off of his back
Mm.
because we for the past 2 years have had a subpar team, one that has not had a number one guy and one that has not had a star that will just screw the coaching and just take the team on their back and take you to a win that night. We finally have that guy, and it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Um, I truly think, yeah, I'm like you were saying, him and Bam. I think that's the best backcourt in the NBA. I don't really think that there's any other contention to that. Bam Adebayo speaks for himself in his career. Um, I still think that you're gonna need something else, but we'll talk about those concerns in other videos. For now, we're just talking about what Giannis is gonna bring to this team. Like Jgnoise said, the rebounding, it's been a big thing that we've been getting hurt on. Um, Already offensive rebounds, period, is something we've been getting killed on. I mean, um, I'm remembering the Charlotte game. We got killed in the play, and we got killed on offensive rebounds, and that's probably one of the reasons that we lost. So those little things that Giannis is gonna do for your team, the triple double, the anytime you have a player that can get a triple double on any given night, that's just a net positive for your team, like every night. And it's been like stressed so much that, oh yeah, need to have a good team, but and I still think we gave up a lot to get Giannis in terms of pieces that are young and pieces that were really good for our team and have already proven their greatness on the court. But in the end of the day, sacrifices must be made to win the championship. And if you cannot win a championship without, if you want to win now, if you want to go the route of going for a superstar that is going to get you to that championship, then you need to give up some
No,
pieces.
and I
If
think
you're not going to go into a rebuild or find the guy in a draft, or and that's going to happen every generation. That's not easy to do, to find a guy now that is homegrown, and you're gonna keep them loyal to your franchise, and they're gonna win you a championship. At the end of the day, you have to make sacrifices, and you need to get someone who's gonna will you to a win on any given night, and that's Giannis.
and that's what I was gonna say. I mean, in order to chase a superstar, there's a few better than Giannis, and I think it's only two, and it'll probably be Luka and
Jokic.
maybe Jokic. I think to me Giannis is far more dominant than Shea. I mean, to me this acquisition, although it did come with a lot of pain, for our team, for our past Heatles, this is what you need to do. I mean, everybody's so concerned with how we're running it back, the story of we're running it back. That's it. It's over. This blew up the entire NBA. I mean, this has been the most chaotic offseason I have ever witnessed. And in order, the Heat, I think, have made the biggest acquisition of all in Giannis Antetokounmpo, genuinely top five NBA player right now, and a future Hall of Famer for sure. And the thing is, the reason that I'm going so deep into this is because we missed out on everybody. We missed out on Donovan Mitchell, Durant, Lillard. I mean, we just missed out on so many great players. It's that for us, we finally get an opportunity to see how it goes. And yes, the cost was a lot, and we'll talk about that another time. But right now, you're looking at your team with Giannis Antetokounmpo on it, the man who is, in my opinion, the best single game record of all time, because I still haven't seen Wilt's video. So you have the best scorer in modern day basketball, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You have Andrew Wiggins, who's an amazing two-way player. I think one of the best in the league. You have Davion Mitchell, who's just a pest, and I mean that in a complimentary way. So we have all these assets. We have a future coach of the year, should have been a lot of times, but still hasn't won one. And we're just there. I think we're right where we need to be, and I am very excited for this season. I will say that. So
And look, another thing about Giannis, I love Jimmy to death. He's who made me fall in love with basketball, and I'll never tarnish anything that Jimmy did for our franchise. And I'm probably one of the people that will defend Jimmy to death. But this isn't a really important thing too, and Jimmy's already always had this in every team that he's went to. That locker room, like, um, just I don't want to say cancer, because that's just like what everyone always says, but it it always happens in every team, and that's not what I'm gonna say happen. All I'm saying is personalities of your superstar is what defines the kind of team that you are, defines your chemistry, defines everything. That when stuff is bad and when things are looking down, when you could look at your superstar and he's smiling back at you and he's saying, "Go, let's do this." That is Giannis. To me, he's the jokester. He's gonna make a joke. He's gonna be happy. I always see a clip of Giannis smiling. Yeah, it's a corny joke, but guess what? The guy's funny, and he's an amazing basketball player. I think that in the locker room already, and him being the leader, a guy that has already done it. Not a single guy on the Heat right now. Oh well, um, I don't think a single guy on the Heat right now has won a championship. I'm trying. Oh, Bobby Portis, but that's a guy that could vouch for Giannis as well because I don't think Bobby Portis did as much as Giannis in
Well, and
2021.
Wiggins won one with
Wiggins as well.
Curry.
Wiggins as well. No, I'm blanking. My bad. I'm just trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Giannis, that's a leader to me. That's a captain. To me, a guy like Bam, who's crying that he's in the play-in, and then crying on every single interview last year about, oh, I don't want to be in the effing play-in. To me, that's not a leader. I love Bam, but that's not right. You don't quit on your team midway, especially when they're in contention. Especially when you've seen it firsthand. You've seen guys in 2023 take you out of the play-in to the finals. There's always hope, especially if you leave your heart on the court and you play like you mean it. If you play weak, if you again, there's better teams. I'm not saying they just didn't try enough, but you know what I mean. Giannis is a captain. To me, that's a guy that anyone can look to and say, you know what, we could do this. With this guy on the court, we could do this. So I think this is a great move. I think this is a move that's gonna win us maybe at least one or two championships, but you can't say anything until you've seen one game, until you've seen a season, until you've seen anything. So it's always too early to say anything until it happens. So until that day, until I see the championship banner and the championship trophy along Biscayne Boulevard with Giannis carrying it, I won't say anything premature, but just know I and every single Heat fan are very excited with this new acquisition in Giannis Antetokounmpo. And last thing, what do you think about the number change? What do you think about the new birth, the new beginning in Miami? He's taking number 7, who Dragic wore before Ware wore before him, and I loved number 7 on Ware, and I'll miss Ware. And then
Yeah,
before
seven.
Ware, Goran Dragic, Heat
Well,
legend.
whoa. We forgot Big Booty Lowry.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He could stay forgotten, don't worry.
Okay, all right, bro. I mean, listen, I
I
love
totally forgot that Lowry wore 7. Ew, bro.
yo, but anyways, I think I love it. I love it. I love the new change. You know, you go from this one number, this one team, this one jersey your entire career. Now you're going to Miami. You're switching numbers. You're switching jerseys. I love it. It's a fresh start, and I I saw the photo. I mean, that 7 looks clean, but it's to me it's still not that 34 yet because I mean we've just seen I've seen Giannis wear 34 my whole life, so it's still kind of weird. But at the same time,
No, yeah.
it's also even weirder seeing him in a Heat jersey. So
No, so I'm never gonna get used to it until I don't even know.
I don't
But
yeah
but you're right. The 34, the player definitely brings the number their aura.
right
You look at 77 and you feel something because of Luka Doncic, bro.
exactly.
You look at 77 before Luka, you don't think of anything. But 34, definitely legendary, definitely synonymous with Giannis.
I agree.
But I mean, I'll be honest. The only reason I brought this up is because 7 is my favorite number. So I'm actually really happy that he took number 7. But besides that, I'd say this is a great move. I'd say Pat Riley, um, he fulfilled the dream of of a lot of Heat fans that, like Jgnoise said, that we missed out on with
Mm-hmm.
several superstars throughout this 2020 era, from 2020 to 2026. It's been rough, especially in times where, for example, 2023, or we thought we were gonna get, you know, Damian Lillard and all these guys saying that they were gonna come to Miami. Finally, it's good to see it happen. To see a player say, "I want to go to South Beach and I want to play in Miami," and guess what? It happened. It's incredible to me. Um, we're about to see some cinema on the basketball court from this guy, and I'm excited. So, thank you, Pat Riley, and thank you to the Heat organization. We have Giannis
And
Antetokounmpo.
and not just that. I think the biggest thank you of all is to every single person watching this video right now. We're sorry that we had that little leeway in the middle. You know, we've had our moments, but I mean, regardless, the last two seasons have not really been our best. In fact, I mean, last season we started off as one of the best teams in the league, and then, well, we went back to where it's supposed to be, I guess. But anyways, with that being said, we thank you guys so much for the consistent support, and we hope that we slowly start growing a bigger audience for you guys. We're definitely going to start being more consistent. You guys will start noticing what we're going to try to start doing at least 2 videos a week, if that's something we can do, and I think it is something that we could do. Um, so thank you, Juicy J, for sticking with me, my partner in Heat games, and thank you you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.